There have been many mysterious and strange adventures in this world whose records exist only in investigation files. What actually happened in those cases is still unknown. People try to solve these mysteries from different angles, but no theory perfectly fits the incident. That is why such places and events remain unsolved mysteries forever. Today we are going to talk about one such mysterious place, a lighthouse where many strange incidents have reportedly happened. So without wasting any time, let's begin. The mysterious lighthouse we are talking about is the Flannan Isles Lighthouse, located near Scotland. This place became famous because of its mysterious disappearances and abnormal events reported over the years. The lighthouse is around 75 feet tall and was built by engineer David Allen Stevenson for the Northern Lighthouse Board. Before moving further, let's understand what a lighthouse actually does. A lighthouse works like a warning signal for ships. It guides them and warns them about dangerous areas near the coast, just like a traffic signal guides vehicles. A lighthouse is basically a tall tower with a powerful light installed at the top. But this lighthouse became infamous because of the mysterious disappearance of its workers. The mystery first came into the spotlight in December 1900, when a ship passing near the lighthouse noticed that its light was not working. According to the rules, the lighthouse light should always remain operational because it is essential for guiding ships safely. The ship's captain found this very strange because lighthouse workers and maintenance agencies are responsible for keeping it active at all times. When the agency was informed, they were shocked. Just a week earlier, 3 workers had been assigned to duty at the lighthouse: James Duckett, Thomas Marshall, William MacArthur. To investigate the issue, a relief vessel named Hesperus was sent toward the lighthouse. When the ship arrived, the crew noticed something unusual. There was no flag flying at the lighthouse, even though a flag should always be raised when the lighthouse is operational. The captain repeatedly tried to signal the workers from the ship, but nobody responded. He even sounded the ship's horn loudly, yet there was still no response. Finally, the captain and a crew member landed on the island. As they approached the lighthouse, they noticed that some supply boxes were still lying outside unopened, which was unusual. The entire island felt deserted. Waves crashed violently against the rocks, and the sound echoed across the lonely island. When they reached the lighthouse, both entrance doors were locked from the inside. After knocking for a long time, they finally broke inside. But there was nobody there. Inside, everything looked strangely organized. The lamps had been cleaned properly. The clocks had stopped. Beds looked as if someone had just left them. One chair was overturned. All of this felt extremely disturbing. One question kept bothering the captain. How could both clocks stop at the exact same time? The island was known for harsh weather, but this still seemed very strange. The entire lighthouse and island were searched thoroughly, but there was no sign of the 3 men. While leaving, the captain noticed something even more mysterious. 3 raincoats normally hung near the exit, but only 2 were missing. One raincoat was still hanging there. According to lighthouse rules, at least one person must always remain inside the lighthouse. This suggested that perhaps 2 men went outside first, while one stayed back inside. But if someone had remained inside, then where did he disappear? No one knew. Search operations began across nearby islands, but there was still no trace of the missing men. Now the case officially became an investigation for the Northern Lighthouse Board. The investigation was handed to the lighthouse superintendent, Robert Muirhead, who personally knew all 3 workers and had recruited them himself. During the investigation, Robert examined the lighthouse logbook, a diary where workers recorded weather conditions and daily events. The last entry was dated December 15th. After that, there were no more entries. Earlier entries written by Thomas Marshall were even more disturbing. On December 12th, Marshall wrote that the weather had become terrifying. Huge waves were crashing violently, unlike anything he had ever seen before. He even mentioned that one of the workers was acting strangely and another had been crying. Reading these entries made it seem as though the men had sensed their own deaths approaching. However, the strangest twist came later. According to the logbook, December 12th had terrible weather near the island. But when investigators checked nearby ships and official weather records, nobody else had reported any storm or unusual weather conditions in that area. As far as official reports were concerned, the weather was completely normal. This meant whatever happened on December 12th seemed to affect only those 3 men, and that became the biggest mystery of all. The island itself already had a dark reputation. Many people considered it cursed or haunted. Earlier settlers had reportedly abandoned the island suddenly and mysteriously disappeared. Several paranormal sightings had also been reported there. One worker once claimed to see a strange, human-like figure on the island, but it vanished as he approached it. Many theories were later created about the disappearance. Some believe giant waves may have swept the men into the sea during bad weather. But the biggest question still remains. If the lighthouse doors were locked from the inside, then how did all three men disappear? To this day, the incident remains one of the world's greatest unsolved mysteries. A movie based on this incident was also made called The Vanishing. Some people believe these incidents are paranormal, while others think there must be a logical explanation hidden somewhere. So what do you think? Was the island truly haunted? Or was there something else happening inside that lighthouse? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.